There is something happening right now in this exact moment that very few people in the world understand. While most are scrolling through endless noise, you were guided here. You did not click on this video by accident. Something inside of you, something deeper than your conscious mind, knew that tonight needed to be different. Tonight, while your body rests, a silent transformation is going to begin. And what I'm about to share with you, you will not hear in most places, because what you are about to learn was kept hidden for centuries, written in ancient pages, whispered between mentors and disciples, and rediscovered by one of the greatest minds in the history of human achievement. If you are listening to this message right now, breathe deeply. Allow your eyes to grow heavy if they need to. There is no rush. There is no demand on you. The only thing I ask is that you let these words reach the deepest part of you, the part that never sleeps, the part that is always listening, the part that holds the keys to the life you have been quietly praying for. Because tonight, while you sleep, your prosperity will begin to activate, and by the time you open your eyes tomorrow, something inside of you will have shifted. You will not need to announce it. You will not need to explain it to anyone. In fact, I'm going to ask you to keep this between you and God. Tell no one what begins to happen in the days that follow. The seed must remain in the dark to grow. Before we go any further, I want you to do something simple. If you can hear my voice, leave a single word in the comments right now. Write the word received. That word is not for me. That word is for you. It is the first decree of this night. It is the moment you confirm to your own subconscious mind that the door is open, that you are ready, that something divine is being placed inside of you tonight. Write it, and then return your attention to the rest, because what comes next is the foundation of everything. The Bible tells us in the book of Job that God speaks to his children in dreams and in visions of the night when deep sleep falls upon them. While they slumber in their beds, he opens their ears and seals their instruction. Read those words again in your heart. God opens the ears of the sleeper. God seals instruction in the silence of the night. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetry. This is a revealed law of the kingdom that has been written for thousands of years, and yet most believers have never been taught how to walk in it. The hours of sleep are not lost hours. They are the most sacred hours of your entire day. They are the holy ground where heaven meets your mind without resistance. Napoleon Hill said that the subconscious mind never sleeps, that it works 24 hours a day, and that it will accept as truth any thought repeated with enough faith and emotion. Read that again slowly. Any thought, repeated with faith, becomes truth in your reality. For decades, Napoleon Hill studied the most successful men and women of his time, men who built empires from nothing, men who rose from poverty to abundance, and he discovered that they all shared one quiet habit. Before they slept, they spoke to their inner world. They planted seeds. They did not waste the threshold of sleep. They understood that the gate between waking and dreaming is the most powerful gate a human being can ever cross, because on the other side of that gate, every word becomes a command, every image becomes a blueprint, every emotion becomes a magnet. And this is exactly where you have been losing your prosperity, not in the day, in the night, not in your effort, in your sleep. While the world has been telling you to work harder, hustle longer, fight more, the real treasure has been waiting in the place you visit every single night without realizing what it truly is. Tonight, that ends. Tonight, you begin to use the most powerful hours of your existence the way the patriarchs use them, the way the prophets use them, the way the wise have always used them. Let me ask you something. What was the last thing you thought about before you fell asleep yesterday? Be honest with yourself. Was it a worry? Was it a bill? Was it a conversation that hurt you, a fear about tomorrow, a regret about yesterday? Or was it a prayer of gratitude, a vision of abundance, a declaration of faith? Whatever it was, your subconscious mind took that seed and began to multiply it the entire night while you slept. Every fear you fell asleep with became fuel for more fear. Every doubt you fell asleep with became fuel for more doubt. This is not a punishment. This is a law. The same law that punishes the unconscious will reward the conscious. And tonight, you are becoming conscious. The book of Psalms says that the Lord gives to his beloved even in their sleep. even in their sleep. Even in their sleep, let that phrase wash over you. While you sleep, the Lord is still working. While you rest, the angels are still moving. While your conscious mind closes its eyes, your spirit remains open, receiving, downloading, attracting. Most people sleep in unconsciousness. Tonight, you sleep in alignment. There is a difference between unconscious sleep and consecrated sleep. Unconscious sleep is when you collapse into the night carrying all the noise of the day. Consecrated sleep is when you enter the night as a temple, as a vessel, as a receiver. And you are stepping into consecrated sleep right now. I want you to feel your body for a moment. Feel the surface beneath you, supporting your weight. Feel the air entering your nostrils, filling your chest, leaving your body. Notice how, without any effort from you, your lungs already know how to breathe. Your heart already knows how to beat. Your cells already know how to repair themselves. There is an intelligence inside of you that runs your entire body without asking your permission. That same intelligence is listening to every word I am saying right now. That same intelligence is the one that builds your reality. And tonight, we are going to give it new instructions. Tonight, we are going to feed it with the language of prosperity, with the language of heaven, with the language of the man who decided that scarcity would no longer write his story. Napoleon Hill wrote that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But there is a part of that quote that most people miss. He did not say whatever the mind can think. He said whatever the mind can conceive. To conceive means to receive a seed and carry it inside until it is born. That is what sleep does. Sleep is the womb of your future. And what you place into that womb tonight is what will be born in the days, weeks, and months ahead. This is not a metaphor. This is a spiritual mechanic. And once you understand it, your life cannot remain the same. I want to tell you something now gently, because I do not want you to wake up. Stay in this space, breathing slowly. The reason your prosperity has been delayed is not because God forgot you. It is not because you were not faithful enough. It is not because you do not deserve it. The reason is much simpler, and once you see it, you will weep with relief. The reason is that every night, without knowing, you have been signing contracts with the wrong frequencies. Every night you have been sealing the wrong agreements with your subconscious. Every night you have been telling the unseen world a story that does not match the destiny written for you. Tonight, those contracts are being torn up. Tonight, you sign a new agreement. Take a deep breath. Inhale slowly through your nose. Hold the air for a few seconds. Now release it gently through your mouth, allowing your shoulders to soften, your jaw to loosen, your forehead to rest. Do this with me 3 times, and on the 3rd exhale, silently say in your heart, I am ready to receive what was always mine. Just that, nothing more. The subconscious mind does not need long speeches. It needs clear declarations spoken in the language of feeling. And right now, in this moment of softening, every word that enters you is taking root in soil that has just been prepared. The prophet Isaiah wrote that the Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your soul in drought. He will make your bones strong, and you will be like a watered garden, like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. A watered garden, a spring whose waters do not fail. That is what your life is becoming. That is the promise that is being sealed in you tonight. Most people live like dry deserts because their inner soil is never watered. Their thoughts are dry, their words are dry, their nights are dry. But tonight, your soil is being watered, and the seed of prosperity is being placed where nothing can disturb it. Now I want you to understand something powerful. The reason this message asks you to tell no one what happens is not superstition. It is not a trick, it is a law of the unseen. Napoleon Hill taught that the greatest builders of wealth kept their plans secret until those plans were already manifested. The Bible echoes this when Jesus instructs us to pray in the secret place, and what is done in secret will be rewarded openly. Secrecy is not silence. Secrecy is protection. When a seed is planted, you do not dig it up every day to show your friends. You let it remain in the dark undisturbed until it breaks through the surface on its own. Your prosperity is a seed. The next days are the dark soil. Your silence is the protection, and the harvest is inevitable. So if something begins to shift in your life within the next 7 days, do not run to social media. Do not try to explain it. Do not invite skeptics into your garden. Simply give thanks in your heart and continue planting. The more silently you walk, the more loudly heaven works on your behalf. The voice of God is rarely loud. It moves quietly through the lives of those who learn to listen quietly, and from this night forward, you are one of them. Take another deep breath. Notice how your body is already softer than when this message began. Notice how your thoughts are already slower. This is not coincidence. This is your subconscious mind opening its doors. The bridge between your conscious and unconscious self is now under construction. And across that bridge, prosperity is walking into your life. Not as a fantasy, not as a wish, as a reality that has been waiting for you to give it permission. There is a passage in Proverbs that says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Not as he thinks in his head, as he thinks in his heart." The heart, in biblical language, is not the muscle in your chest. The heart is the deep center of belief, the seat of conviction, the place where your true reality is forged. And the heart speaks loudest when the mind grows quiet. That is why nighttime, when the mind is finally surrendering, is when the heart is most easily reprogrammed. And it is also why so many people remain stuck for years. They try to change their lives by thinking harder. They never learn to change their lives by feeling deeper, by feeling differently, by surrendering at the right hour. Napoleon Hill said that emotion is the fuel that makes a thought magnetic. Without emotion, your affirmations are just words floating in the air. With emotion, your affirmations become invisible commands that bend reality toward you. And the most emotionally receptive state any human being enters is the state right before sleep. You are in that state now. You are crossing into it. Every breath is taking you closer. And while you cross, I'm going to be planting the seeds for you, gently, deliberately, so you do not have to do any work. You simply have to listen, breathe, and allow. Repeat silently with me, in your heart, not out loud. Just feel the words. I am loved by God. I am chosen for abundance. My prosperity is activating tonight. My subconscious mind is aligning with heaven. Every door that belongs to me is opening. Every blessing that was held back is being released. I am safe. I am protected. I am provided for. The hand of the Most High is upon my life. I rest, and as I rest, my reality is being rewritten. Feel those words. Do not just repeat them. Feel them. Let your chest soften. Let your eyes rest. Let the corners of your mouth gently lift if they want to. There is no performance in this practice. There is only surrender. And surrender is the most powerful prayer there is, because when you surrender, you stop fighting the current of grace. You let it carry you. And grace has been waiting for you to let it carry you for a very long time. I want to remind you that this is going to be a long journey of words, but you do not need to remember everything. The conscious mind will let go, and the subconscious will catch everything that matters. You can drift in and out. You can fall asleep at any moment. You can simply let my voice become the river you float on tonight. Whatever your eyes do, whatever your thoughts do, your spirit will hear. Your spirit always hears. And your spirit is the one who will carry these seeds into the soil of your destiny. Before we go deeper, there is something I want you to know. If at any point in this message you feel a tear rise in your eye, do not stop it. If you feel a wave of peace wash through your chest, do not question it. If you feel a strange certainty rising up inside of you, an inner knowing that something is finally about to change, do not dismiss it. These are not random sensations. These are signs that the seed is taking root. The body responds to the truth before the mind understands it. And tonight, the truth is reaching you in a way it has not reached you before. In the Gospel of Mark, Jesus said that the kingdom of God is like a man who scatters seed on the ground. Night and day, whether he sleeps or gets up, the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how. He does not know how. That is the most beautiful part of the verse. You do not need to know how. You do not need to understand the mechanics of your transformation. You do not need to figure out the steps. The seed knows how. The soil knows how. The kingdom knows how. Your only job is to scatter the right seeds. And tonight those seeds are being scattered for you. Napoleon Hill said that faith is the chemist that mixes thought with the substance of reality. Faith is the chemist. Without faith, the most beautiful affirmation is just sound. With faith, even a simple whisper rearranges the universe. And faith is not a feeling you generate by effort. Faith is what rises naturally when you stop resisting the love of God. Right now, in this moment, if you simply stop resisting, faith is already rising in you. It has nowhere else to go but up. It has been waiting under all your worry, all your striving, all your exhaustion. And as those layers soften tonight, faith is coming to the surface again. Some of you listening have been waiting for years for a sign. You have prayed, you have fasted, you have hoped against hope. You have wondered if God forgot you. Hear me clearly. He did not forget you. The delay was never rejection. The delay was preparation. The harvest cannot come before the soil is ready. And tonight, finally, the soil is ready. Tonight, you are not the same person who lay down a year ago, a month ago, even yesterday. Tonight, something is being made new. And what was hidden for you is being unhidden. What was withheld is being released. What was sealed is being opened. If you can, gently place one hand over your chest, over your heart, and let it rest there. Feel the warmth of your own hand against your body. Feel your heartbeat under your palm. This is the rhythm of life that God placed inside of you before you were born. This rhythm has never failed you, even on the worst days of your life. It kept beating, it kept holding you, it kept whispering, "You are still here, you are still here, you are still here." Tonight you respond. Tonight you say back to your own heart, "I hear you, I am still here, and I am ready." There is a moment, somewhere in the middle of every great life, where the person stops chasing prosperity and starts attracting it. This is that moment for you. And the reason you stop chasing is not because you stopped caring. It is because you finally understood that prosperity is not earned by exhaustion. Prosperity is received by alignment. Alignment of thought, alignment of word, alignment of feeling, alignment of sleep. When all four are tuned to the same frequency, abundance does not knock on your door, it walks in and sits down at your table. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years studying the lives of the wealthiest men of his time, and at the end of those 20 years, he wrote that wealth is first an inner reality before it ever becomes an outer one. The bank account follows the mind. The opportunities follow the vibration. The doors open in response to the inner posture of the one who approaches. This is why two people can do the same actions and have different results. One is aligned, the other is not. And the difference, almost always, begins in the hours of the night, in the quality of the inner conversations had right before sleep. Tonight, your inner conversation is changing. Tonight, the words being spoken in the chambers of your soul are different. Tonight, the agreements you sign with the unseen world are agreements of abundance, of favor, of overflow, of peace. And as you sleep, those agreements become law in your life, not metaphorically. Literally, the kingdom operates by spiritual law, just as the natural world operates by physical law. And the spiritual law has been written from before the foundation of the world. Whatsoever a man sows, that he shall also reap. Tonight you are sowing prosperity, and the harvest is no longer a question of if, it is only a question of when. If this message is touching something deep in you, take just one moment to gently leave a heart in the comments. You do not have to write anything, just a single heart. It is your way of telling your own spirit, yes, I am here. Yes, I am receiving. Yes, I am sowing. That small action seals what is happening inside of you. It is a tiny ritual with massive consequence. The mind responds to symbols. The subconscious responds to small acts of agreement. And every time you confirm out loud, even with a single character, what is happening within you, you double the strength of the seed. I want you now to imagine, very gently, a soft golden light beginning to fill the room you are in. You do not have to see it clearly. You only have to allow it. This light is not your imagination playing tricks on you. It is the presence of God already filling the space around your body. The Bible says that in His presence is fullness of joy, and at His right hand are pleasures forevermore, forevermore, not for a season, forevermore. That presence is here, That presence is on you. That presence is the atmosphere into which you are about to fall asleep, and every dream you have tonight will be touched by it. Let your breathing become a little deeper now. Let the rhythm slow down. Let the words I am speaking float over you rather than into you. You do not need to grip anything. The current of this message is carrying you. The seeds are landing on their own. There is nothing for you to do but rest. And as you rest, an entire kingdom of possibilities is being prepared on your behalf. Doors you cannot see are being unlocked. Names you do not know yet are being whispered with your name attached. Resources you have not asked for are being moved toward you. This is the work of grace. This is the labor of heaven. And it never stops, especially not while you sleep. Napoleon Hill wrote that the subconscious mind acts upon any clear plan, mixed with faith, that is handed to it. Any clear plan. So tonight, the plan being handed to your subconscious is simple and complete. The plan is, I am prospering. The plan is, doors are opening. The plan is, blessing is flowing. The plan is, I am safe and provided for. The plan is, my family is covered. The plan is, debts are dissolving. The plan is, wisdom is increasing. The plan is, peace is multiplying. These are not requests. These are blueprints. And the subconscious mind, like the most loyal servant in the universe, is already beginning to construct what it has been handed. Now I want to take you into something deeper, something that very few teachers reveal in this way. There are laws, ancient laws, that govern what happens between the moment your eyes close and the moment your body fully surrenders to sleep. These laws are not new. They have been operating since the creation of the world, but they were buried under the noise of modern living, under the constant scrolling, under the endless notifications, under the lullaby of bad news that most people fall asleep to. Tonight, those laws are being unburied, and as I share each one, your subconscious is going to recognize them, not as new information, but as ancient truth coming home. The first law is the law of the final thought. Whatever thought you carry into the gateway of sleep becomes the dominant instruction of your night. Napoleon Hill said that the last thought a man holds before drifting into sleep becomes the command that the subconscious mind executes for the next several hours. The Bible echoes this when David writes, "In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." Notice what David did. He did not lie down with fear. He did not lie down with complaint. He lay down with peace, with trust, with the name of his provider on his lips, and the result was safety, rest, and continuous favor. The final thought is not a small thing. The final thought is the architect of the night. So I want you to ask yourself gently, what has been the final thought of most of your nights? If you cannot remember, that is your answer. The final thoughts you cannot remember are still doing their work in the dark. They have been writing your reality without your permission. But tonight you remember. Tonight you choose. Tonight, the final thought before your eyes close fully will be a thought of prosperity, of provision, of peace. And that single choice, repeated over the next 7 nights, will quietly reshape the entire foundation of your life. The second law is the law of the soft entry. The subconscious mind does not open its gates to force. It opens its gates to softness. You cannot bully your way into prosperity. You cannot demand abundance with a clenched jaw. The kingdom of God, Jesus said, belongs to those who become like little children. A child sleeps without effort. A child receives without resistance. A child trusts without proof. And when you enter the night in that posture, the floodgates of heaven respond. Napoleon Hill called this the receptive state, the silent willingness that magnetizes opportunity. He taught that the man who tries hardest is rarely the man who arrives first. The man who arrives first is the one who has learned how to receive while others are still pushing. Tonight, you are entering softly. Tonight, your shoulders are not braced. Tonight, your fists are not closed. Tonight, your heart is not guarded. Tonight, you let down the armor you have been carrying for years, perhaps for decades, and you simply allow. Allow the breath to enter. Allow the words to land. Allow the presence to fill you. And in that allowing, the prosperity that has been chasing you finally catches up to you. Yes, you read that correctly. Prosperity has been chasing you. You have just been running too fast in the wrong direction to receive it. The third law is the law of the silent name. There is a name you have been calling yourself in private, perhaps without realizing. Some of you have been calling yourself failure. Some of you have been calling yourself unworthy. Some of you have been calling yourself broken, late, forgotten, invisible. And whatever name you have been silently calling yourself has been your daily identity, the identity your subconscious has been protecting and recreating night after night. The mind cannot move you toward a destiny that contradicts the name you have given yourself. So tonight, that name is being changed. Not by my voice, by yours. By the silent voice deep inside you that is finally allowed to speak. In the Bible, every time God prepared someone for a new season, he first changed their name. Abram became Abraham, father of multitudes. Sarai became Sarah, princess. Jacob became Israel, one who prevails. The name change always came before the breakthrough. The identity always shifted before the inheritance arrived. And tonight, in the secret place of your soul, your name is being changed too. From now on, you are blessed. From now on, you are chosen. From now on, you are prospering. From now on, you are favored. These are not adjectives, these are names, and the new name unlocks the new realm. Repeat after me silently in the quiet of your heart. My name is blessed. My name is chosen. My name is prospering. My name is favored. My name is loved. My name is rising. Feel those words sit down inside of you like furniture being moved into a new home. They belong there now. They are not temporary guests. They are permanent residents. And the old names, the names that hurt you, the names that limited you, the names that whispered defeat into your soul, are quietly walking out the back door, never to return unless you invite them again. Do not invite them again. The new tenant deserves the whole house. Napoleon Hill said that a man is only what he believes himself to be. Read those words slowly. A man is only what he believes himself to be, not what others said he was, not what circumstances suggested he was, not what his mistakes have implied he was. He is what he believes. And belief is built in the quiet hours, especially the hours of the night. So if your belief about yourself has been small, that is the seed that has been growing. But the seed can be replaced. The soil can be replanted. And the new harvest is determined by what you plant tonight. The fourth law is the law of the inherited atmosphere. Whatever atmosphere surrounds you in the final hour of your day becomes the spiritual atmosphere of your sleep. If you fall asleep to fear, you sleep inside fear, even if your eyes are closed. If you fall asleep to gratitude, you sleep inside gratitude. And gratitude becomes the climate of your soul for the next 8 hours. The Bible says that the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds. To guard. That word is military. That word is protective. Peace is not just a feeling. Peace is a guard. And when you fall asleep wrapped in peace, that guard stands watch over your mind all night long. This is why what you watch, what you listen to, what you scroll through before bed is so important. Not because there is anything wrong with being human. Not because you should never relax with entertainment, but because the soul absorbs the last thing it tastes, and the last taste of the day becomes the flavor of the night. Tonight you have chosen a different last taste. You have chosen these words. You have chosen this atmosphere. You have chosen the presence of God to be the climate of your sleep. And that single choice is reorganizing your entire energetic field. The fifth law is the law of the seed in the dark. Every great thing that has ever grown began in darkness. The seed in the soil, the child in the womb, the vision in the heart, the dream in the prayer closet. Darkness is not the absence of God. Darkness is the workshop of God. The Psalm says that he makes darkness his secret place, that his pavilion around him are dark waters. He works in the dark, he builds in the dark, he multiplies in the dark. So when you go through a dark season in your life, you are not abandoned. You are simply in the workshop. And when you go to sleep tonight, you are entering the most sacred dark of all, the place where seeds become trees, where invisible plans become visible miracles. Napoleon Hill wrote that there is no such thing as something for nothing, but there is such a thing as nothing for something, meaning the seed must rest in the soil and appear to do nothing before the harvest can come. The world will look at the seed and say nothing is happening, but the seed is doing the most important work of its life in those silent hours. And when you stop demanding daily proof of your prosperity and begin trusting the silent work in your night, the harvest begins to break through the surface of your life in ways you cannot manufacture. The sixth law is the law of the planted breath. Your breath is not just oxygen, your breath is spirit. The Hebrew word for breath, ruach, is the same word for spirit. The Greek word, pneuma, the same. When God formed Adam from the dust of the ground, he did not move until he breathed into him the breath of life. The breath is the carrier of the divine. And when you breathe with intention, you are not just inhaling air. You are inhaling presence. You are inhaling grace. You are inhaling the substance that became flesh in your body the first day you opened your eyes on this earth. So tonight, let every inhale be a yes to God, and every exhale be a release of everything that has been weighing on you. Inhale, I receive. Exhale, I release. Inhale, I am chosen. Exhale, I let go. Inhale, I am prospering. Exhale, I surrender. There is no need to perform this. There is no need to count. Just let the rhythm carry you. And as it does, your nervous system is shifting from the fight or flight state that has been quietly stealing your prosperity for years into the rest and receive state that allows wealth to flow toward you without resistance. The seventh law is the law of the holy silence. There is a reason this message asks you to tell no one what happens in the days ahead. The reason is not mystery for the sake of mystery. The reason is that announced seeds die. Joseph in the Bible learned this the hard way. As a young man, he received a dream from God about his future greatness, and he immediately announced it to his brothers. The result was jealousy, betrayal, slavery, prison. The dream still came true, but it took many extra years and many extra wounds because the seed was announced before it was rooted. By the time Joseph rose to power, he had learned to keep his next moves between him and God. And the same wisdom is being offered to you tonight. Napoleon Hill explicitly taught that the great achievers of history kept their plans hidden until the plans had become reality. Not because they were ashamed, not because they were arrogant, but because they understood that energy spoken too soon is energy spent. The seed needs the dark, the vision needs the quiet, the miracle needs the unseen incubation. So in the next 7 days, when something begins to shift, when you feel a strange new confidence rising, when an opportunity arrives out of nowhere, when a person calls you who has not called you in years, when a door opens that you did not even know existed, do not run to announce it. Smile in your heart, whisper your thanks to God, and keep walking. The harvest is multiplied by silence. These 7 laws are now operating in your life. They were always there, but tonight they have been activated. You did not have to memorize them, you only had to hear them. The subconscious mind only needs to hear the truth once, with feeling, in the right state. And the truth begins its quiet work. And you have been in the right state since the moment this message began. Now I want to take you into something even more specific, something practical, something you can carry with you into every night for the rest of your life. I'm going to give you a set of declarations, simple but powerful, that you can use right now as you continue drifting. You do not have to repeat all of them. Choose the ones that find your heart, the ones that make your chest open, the ones that bring a small wave of warmth or even a tear. Those are the ones your soul has been waiting for. Repeat silently with me, gently, without force. I receive what God has prepared for me. I am open to abundance in every form. Money flows to me with ease and grace. Opportunities find me even while I sleep. My subconscious mind is aligned with the will of heaven. Every cell in my body vibrates with the frequency of prosperity. I am a magnet for divine favor. I am a vessel for unexpected blessing. The eyes of God are upon my path. The hand of God is on my future. I am protected from every snare. I am led into rich places. I rest in the certainty that I am provided for. Slow down. Do not rush through these. Let each one drop like a stone into still water, sending ripples through every layer of your being. The subconscious mind does not respond to speed. It responds to depth. A single sentence felt deeply has more power than 100 sentences rushed through. So pick the ones that land and stay with them. Let them keep working as I keep speaking. I want to remind you of something now. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus tells his disciples to ask, and it shall be given to them; to seek, and they shall find; to knock, and the door shall be opened. And then he says something that often gets overlooked. He says, "For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened." Everyone, not the special, not the elite, not the deserving, everyone, including you. The question was never whether God would answer. The question was whether you would learn how to ask, seek, and knock from the right state of heart. And tonight, that state has been awakened in you. Napoleon Hill said that desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a pulsating desire which transcends everything. The key word in his teaching is pulsating. A pulsating desire is a desire that has been felt over and over until it has heartbeat of its own inside the soul. That kind of desire becomes a magnet. That kind of desire bends circumstances. That kind of desire does not have to chase the harvest, because the harvest is already moving toward it. And the place where pulsating desire is built most powerfully is the threshold of sleep, when feeling is more available than thought, when emotion is louder than logic. So tonight, do not just repeat words. Feel the desire underneath the words. Feel the longing of your spirit to live free, to live full, to live in alignment with the design God placed inside you before you were born. That longing is not selfish. That longing is sacred. That longing is the very fingerprint of the Maker on your soul. And every time you honor that longing instead of suppressing it, you take one step closer to the life that has been waiting for you. Some of you even now may feel a quiet resistance rising, a small voice saying, "This is too good for me." A small voice saying, "I have tried before, and it did not work." A small voice saying, "Why would tonight be different?" I want to speak gently to that voice. That voice is not your enemy. That voice is simply the old guardian of your old life, still doing the job you assigned it years ago, still trying to protect you from disappointment by keeping you small. Tonight, you thank that voice for its years of service, and you give it new instructions. From now on, you tell it, "Your job is to protect my growth, not my shrinking. Your job is to keep me safe in my abundance, not safe in my lack." And once you give that voice a new assignment, it begins to work for you instead of against you. Napoleon Hill wrote that within every adversity is the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. Every adversity, without exception. Even the hardest things you have lived through, even the betrayals, even the losses, even the seasons of darkness, were carrying seeds. And many of those seeds are about to break the surface of your life. Some of you have been preparing for this season for years without realizing it. The pain refined you. The waiting deepened you. The silence taught you to listen. The closed doors taught you to discern. And now you are walking into a season where the harvest matches the preparation. And the doorway into that season is the night, the hours of consecrated sleep, the hours when heaven puts the finishing touches on what was already prepared for you. If this message is reaching you in a deep place tonight, do something simple. Type the word yes in the comments. Just yes. That word is not for me. That word is your declaration to the unseen world that you are no longer resisting the goodness that is coming to you. It is your spirit saying, "I agree, I align, I receive." Small acts of agreement have enormous spiritual weight. Heaven leans into the heart that says yes, even when the yes is whispered. Now I want to walk you through a guided sequence, very slowly, that will plant the deepest seeds of this entire night. Do not try to do this perfectly. Do not try to remember every step. Just let my voice guide you, and let your spirit receive what is for you. First, let your body settle completely. Feel the weight of your head against whatever is supporting it. Feel the weight of your shoulders sink down. Feel your back, your hips, your legs, all surrendering to gravity. Notice that gravity is not your enemy. Gravity is the gentle hand of the earth holding you, the same earth that God formed with his own breath. You are being held right now, even if no human arms are around you. You are being held. You are being held. You are being held. Now imagine very softly that with every exhale you are releasing one weight at a time. Exhale and release the weight of today. Exhale and release the weight of this week. Exhale and release the weight of every conversation that drained you. Exhale and release the weight of every promise you made to yourself and could not keep. Exhale and release the weight of every person you have been carrying who is not yours to carry. Exhale and release the weight of the future you have been trying to control. Just release. Each exhale lighter than the last. Each breath gentler than the one before. Now from that place of softness, imagine a stream of golden light entering through the top of your head, slowly flowing down through your forehead, behind your eyes, into your jaw, down through your throat, into your chest, filling your heart, flowing into your stomach, your hips, your legs, all the way to the soles of your feet. This light is not your imagination. This light is the recognition of the presence that is already there. The Psalm says that the Spirit of the Lord fills the whole earth. So the Spirit is already in the room you are in. You are simply allowing yourself to notice it. And when you notice it, your body begins to receive it differently. While that light continues to flow through you, repeat silently, I am filled with the presence of God. I am surrounded by the favor of God. I am led by the wisdom of God. I am multiplied by the provision of God. I am sealed by the love of God. Let those words become a slow rhythm. Let them match the rhythm of your breath. There is nothing to do, there is only allowing. And in the allowing, prosperity is finding its way into every part of your inner kingdom. Napoleon Hill said that the imagination is the workshop of the soul, where all plans created by man are fashioned. The workshop of the soul. And the workshop opens widest when the conscious mind is closing its doors, which is exactly what is happening to you right now. So in this open workshop, let me hand you a few images to work with. You do not have to see them like a movie. You only have to feel them like a memory. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between vivid imagination and lived experience. So when you imagine something with feeling, your inner world records it as if it actually happened. Imagine yourself, a few months from now, waking up in a peaceful room, the morning light gently entering through the window. Feel the softness of the sheets. Feel the warmth of the air. Notice how your shoulders are relaxed when you wake. Notice how there is no rush, no anxiety, no checking the phone in panic. You sit up slowly. You stretch. You take a deep breath of gratitude. You walk through your home, a home that feels safe and abundant. There is food in the kitchen, more than enough. There is peace in the rooms, undisturbed. There is space for your dreams to breathe. You open your messages and find good news. Good news from people you love. Good news from work. Good news about money that is coming, not leaving. Notice how your body feels in this scene. Notice the softness in your chest. Notice the quiet smile that wants to come. Stay there for a moment. Just feel it. Do not analyze how. Do not strategize the path. The mind that asks how is the mind that resists. The mind that simply feels is the mind that attracts. The how is the responsibility of God. Your responsibility is the feeling. And right now the feeling is being recorded in the deepest part of you, as a memory of what is coming, not as a fantasy of what will never be. The subconscious mind is taking this scene and building a path toward it while you sleep tonight. By the time you wake up tomorrow, the path will already have begun to move under your feet, even if you do not see it yet. Now let another image come gently. See yourself opening a piece of mail or a notification on your phone and your eyes widening with surprise. A blessing has arrived, money you did not expect, an opportunity you did not chase. A door that opens because someone you do not even know mentioned your name in a room you have never entered. Feel the wave of gratitude rise in your chest. Feel the tears that want to come. Feel the silent prayer of thanks that rises from your soul. Stay in that moment. Let your heart say thank you, thank you, thank you. The subconscious mind is recording this moment as a real event, and reality is preparing to match it. In the book of Job it is written, "You will decide on a matter, and it will be established for you, and light will shine on your ways." Light will shine on your ways. Tonight, light is being placed on every path that is yours. The paths you have been waiting for are being illuminated. The opportunities you did not even know existed are being lit up. And in the days ahead, you will find yourself walking through doors that seem to open just at the right moment, meeting people who seem to arrive just at the right time, hearing ideas that seem to drop into your mind from nowhere. That is not coincidence, that is the harvest of consecrated sleep. Napoleon Hill said that ideas are the beginning point of all fortunes. Ideas. The source of every fortune in the history of humanity has been an idea. And ideas come most easily to a mind that is rested, aligned, and open. Most of the great inventions, the great songs, the great books, the great solutions, the great business breakthroughs came to people while they were sleeping, dreaming, walking, showering, in moments of quiet, not in moments of stress. So when you train yourself to sleep in alignment, you become a receiver of ideas. The downloads start coming. The flashes of insight start arriving. The next move becomes obvious without effort. This is the inheritance of the consecrated sleeper. I want you to know very quietly that the practice you are doing right now is not a one-night practice. Tonight is the activation. The 7 nights that follow are the sealing, and the rest of your life is the harvest. From tonight forward, the way you fall asleep will never be the same. Even if you forget some nights, even if you fall back into old habits some evenings, your spirit will remember, the body will remember, and the body and the spirit together will pull you back to this practice again and again until it becomes the natural rhythm of your nights. There is something I want to whisper to you now before we move into the next layer of this message. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even in the seasons when it felt like no one was watching, no one was rooting for you, no one was praying for you, you were never alone. The Psalm says that even the darkness is not dark to God, and the night is as bright as the day. To Him, the darkness and the light are alike. So when you walked through your darkest valleys, He was not waiting for you to come out. He was walking with you the whole time. And tonight, He is walking with you again into a new chapter, into a new season, into a new identity. You did not come this far to remain where you are. You came this far because the next chapter could not begin until your soul was ready. And tonight, your soul is ready. There is a moment, somewhere between waking and sleeping, when something extraordinary happens inside your brain. It is so subtle that most people pass through it every night without ever noticing. They cross this sacred threshold thousands of times in a lifetime, and yet they never use it. This threshold has a name. The ancient mystics called it the Silver Bridge. The mountain teachers called it the doorway between worlds. And in our time, those who study the inner workings of the human mind have come to understand that it is in this specific window, this gentle drift between consciousness and unconsciousness, that the deepest seeds of reality are planted. While the rest of the world treats this window as nothing more than the moment they fall asleep, those who know its secret treat it as the holiest classroom of their entire day. When you begin to grow drowsy, when your eyelids start to feel heavy, when your thoughts begin to soften and your body begins to release, your inner being is shifting through different frequencies. During the day, while you work, while you talk, while you problem solve, your mind is in a quick rhythm, alert and analytical. But as the evening deepens and you begin to settle, that rhythm slows. The thoughts widen, the breath lengthens, and gradually you enter a softer rhythm, the rhythm of daydream, of calm awareness, of inner spaciousness. This is the rhythm where imagination becomes vivid, where intuition becomes loud, where the voice of your spirit becomes easier to hear. And just beneath that, in the moments right before you drift fully into sleep, you enter the deepest, most receptive rhythm of all, the rhythm where every word, every image, every emotion is recorded into the silent library of your subconscious mind with no resistance whatsoever. This is why what you allow into your mind in the final hour of your day matters more than what enters your mind in the previous 12 hours combined. Because in that final hour, your inner gatekeeper has gone home. The critic has fallen silent. The doubter has stopped arguing. And whatever you feed your spirit in that softened state goes straight to the deepest level of your being and becomes the operating system of your tomorrow. Most people fall asleep with news of disaster playing in their ears, with the anxieties of the day replaying in their minds, with the voices of people who do not love them echoing in their hearts. And then they wonder why their lives keep manifesting the same patterns. The reason is no mystery. They have been programming their tomorrow with the noise of their today every single night for years, perhaps for decades. But you are doing something different tonight. You are not falling asleep to noise. You are falling asleep to truth. You are not falling asleep to fear. You are falling asleep to faith. You are not falling asleep to lack. You are falling asleep to abundance. And the simple act of choosing what enters this sacred window tonight is reorganizing your inner kingdom in ways you cannot yet measure. Napoleon Hill said that the mind that is fed daily with thoughts of prosperity, faith, and possibility cannot help but produce a life that matches. The key word is fed. It is not enough to occasionally believe. The mind must be fed, like a body must be fed, with the right nourishment at the right times. And the most powerful feeding time of all is the threshold of sleep. Skip every other meal of the mind if you must, but never skip this one. There is a verse in the Psalms that says, "The Lord gives sleep to those he loves." Some translations say he gives prosperity to his loved ones in their sleep. Both meanings are correct, because the original word carries both. Sleep itself is a gift, and what God gives during sleep is also a gift. He works while you rest. He repairs while you rest. He arranges while you rest. He moves people, opportunities, finances, and circumstances on your behalf while you rest. Your only assignment is to enter the rest in the right state, and the state determines the reception. A worried mind cannot receive what a peaceful mind receives. A bitter heart cannot collect what a grateful heart collects. The same rain falls on every garden, but only the prepared soil holds the seeds. So I want you to feel this in your body right now. You are not just listening to a message. You are preparing the soil. Every breath is softening another clump of dry earth inside of you. Every word is loosening another layer of resistance. Every soft surrender is making your inner field more fertile for the seeds that are about to fall. By the time your eyes close completely tonight, the soil will be ready, and what is planted will not have to fight to take root. It will simply slip in, find its place, and begin its quiet work in the dark. Napoleon Hill discovered a principle in his decades of research that he called auto-suggestion. He said that the most reliable way to direct the subconscious mind is to feed it suggestions with feeling, in repetition, at the moments when it is most open. He did not have the modern language for brain states, but he intuited what every wise teacher across history has known. The moments before sleep are the most influential moments in a human being's daily existence. The man or woman who masters those moments masters their destiny. The man or woman who wastes those moments forfeits their birthright, often without realizing it. You are no longer wasting them. From tonight onward, you are reclaiming every threshold of sleep as a sacred altar, where the offerings of your spirit shape the harvest of your life. There is a verse in Proverbs that says, "When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Your sleep will be sweet." Some of you have not had sweet sleep in years. Some of you have been lying down with anxiety strapped to your chest, with worry whispering in your ear, with grief weighing down your shoulders. And yet the verse promises something different for the one who walks with wisdom. Your sleep will be sweet, not just survivable. Sweet. Tonight that promise is being unlocked for you. Tonight, the bitterness in your sleep is being replaced. Tonight, the heaviness in your nights is being lifted. The God who never slumbers nor sleeps is watching over your sleep tonight, and the sweetness is returning to the rooms of your soul. Now, I want you to feel something gently, without trying. Notice that as you have listened, the muscles of your face have softened, the grip in your jaw has loosened. The tension that you carry without even knowing you carry it has begun to release. This is not a coincidence. This is the body responding to truth. The body always knows when something true is being spoken to it. And tonight, your body is hearing truth for perhaps the first time in a long time. So, let it respond. Let it soften further. Let it surrender deeper. Every layer of release is another open door for prosperity to walk through. Let me tell you about something that happens in the lives of those who consistently sleep in alignment with these principles. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, the texture of their days begins to change. They start to wake up with ideas they did not have before. They start to notice opportunities they previously walked past. They start to feel small nudges, small intuitions, small whispers that guide them toward the right conversation, the right phone call, the right turn in the road. People begin to be drawn to them without explanation. Doors begin to open without striving. Money begins to appear in unexpected channels. And the strangest thing of all, they stop chasing, they stop forcing. They simply walk, and the right things meet them on the path. This is not magic, this is not luck, this is the mathematics of a mind that has been properly programmed at the right hour. Napoleon Hill said that when a person aligns their dominant thoughts with their dominant desires, the unseen forces of the universe arrange themselves to make those thoughts a reality. The unseen forces of the universe. He did not exaggerate. He had spent 20 years watching it happen in the lives of those he studied. And the same forces are arranging themselves around you tonight, because tonight, your dominant thoughts and your dominant desires are finally moving in the same direction. The split inside of you, the war between what you want and what you fear, is being healed. And in that healing, your power returns. I want to introduce you now to a simple ritual that you can carry with you into every night for the rest of your life. You do not need to memorize it. You do not need to be perfect with it. You only need to begin. And once you begin, it will refine itself in your hands. The first step of this ritual is the closing of the door. Before you lie down to sleep, take just 1 minute to mentally close the door on the day. Picture in your mind a door behind you and gently close it. Whatever happened today, whatever was said, whatever frustrated you, whatever delighted you, whatever was unfinished, all of it stays on the other side of that door for tonight. You can pick it up in the morning if you need to, but tonight you are no longer carrying it. This single act tells your subconscious that the day is over and a different kind of work is about to begin. The second step of this ritual is the long exhale. Take 3 long, slow breaths, and on each exhale, let the sound of your breath be a little audible, a gentle release of air through your mouth. This sound signals to your nervous system that you are safe. The body cannot remain in survival mode while the breath is slow and audible. 3 long exhales is enough to begin shifting your inner state. You do not need 50 breaths. You only need 3 honest ones. And in those 3 breaths, your inner kingdom begins to settle into receptivity. The third step of this ritual is the silent name. Say silently in your heart the name of God, in whatever way that name lives in you. For some of you, it will be the name of Jesus. For some of you, it will be Father, or Lord, or simply God. Say that name 3 times in your heart, slowly with affection, not with formality. The act of speaking the name of God puts you in immediate alignment with the source of every good and perfect gift, the source from which all prosperity originates. Saying his name is not just a religious act, it is a recalibration of frequency. You return to your center the moment you remember whose you are. The fourth step of this ritual is the brief gratitude scan. Take 20 seconds and silently name 3 things you are grateful for from this day. They do not have to be big. The hot water of your shower, the smell of the food you ate, a moment of laughter, a song that lifted you, a glance from a loved one, a breath that came easier than the one before. Whatever it is, name it silently and let your chest soften as you name it. Gratitude is the doorway through which prosperity walks. Closed gratitude, closed door. Open gratitude, open door. And the door does not have to be flung wide, it only has to be cracked. Even the smallest sliver of gratitude lets a great deal of grace walk through. The fifth step of this ritual is the planting of the seeds. Choose 2 or 3 of the declarations you have been hearing tonight and silently repeat them with feeling. Not many. Just a few. The subconscious mind is not impressed by quantity. It is moved by clarity and emotion. Repeat them in the present tense as if they are already happening, because in the dimension where the subconscious operates, they already are. I am prospering now. Doors are opening for me now. I am favored now. I am safe now. I am provided for now. Feel the truth of these words rest in your chest. Then let them go and trust them to do their work. The 6th step of this ritual is the vision in the heart. For just 30 seconds to a minute, see in your mind a small image of the life you are walking into. Do not strain to make it detailed. Just one quick image. The kitchen of the home you will own. The smile on the face of someone you love when you give them the gift you have wanted to give them for years. The bank account number you will see. The moment you receive the call, the email, the offer, one image felt for 1 minute. That is enough. Hold it gently and then release it like a balloon back to God, trusting Him to bring it to pass in the right way, at the right time. The seventh step of this ritual is the final surrender. Whisper, in your heart or under your breath, the simple words, I trust you with the night. Lord, I trust you with the night. And then let go completely. Stop holding anything. Stop trying to direct anything. Stop monitoring whether the ritual worked. Just lie there and breathe, and let sleep come to you when it comes. Some nights it will come quickly. Some nights it will take a few minutes. It does not matter. The work was done the moment you whispered the surrender. The rest is grace. This is the 7-step ritual that will change the trajectory of your nights. It takes less than 5 minutes. It costs nothing. It requires no special equipment. And yet, practiced consistently, it will move mountains in your life that strategy and effort could not move in years. Some of you hearing this will say, that is too simple to be powerful. And to you, I want to say gently, the most powerful things in life are almost always simple. A seed is simple. A breath is simple. A name is simple. A surrender is simple. The complexity comes from human anxiety. The power comes from divine simplicity. Napoleon Hill wrote that complexity is the enemy of execution. The plan that gets executed is the plan that is simple enough to be remembered and felt. The same is true of inner work. The ritual that you actually do every night will change you. The elaborate ritual that you abandon after 3 days will not. So begin with these 7 small steps. Begin tonight. And tomorrow night, do them again. And the night after that. And within 7 nights, you will be a different person, because the soil of your inner being will have shifted in ways the eye cannot see, but the harvest will undeniably reveal. Now I want to take you into another layer of declarations, longer and deeper than the ones before. These are the declarations that I want you to feel falling into the deep well of your spirit tonight. You do not have to repeat them. You do not have to remember them. Just let them rain on you. The subconscious mind is a recorder, and it is recording every word right now. I am the beloved of the Most High. I am called by name. I am known before I was formed in the womb. I am chosen for a purpose that the enemy cannot cancel. I am preserved through every storm. I am protected in every valley. I am elevated in every season. I am multiplied in every field of my life. My family is covered. My household is blessed. My finances are flowing. My health is restored. My peace is guarded. My future is secure. My past is redeemed. My present is sufficient. My tomorrow is bright. My favor is increasing. My wisdom is deepening. My discernment is sharpening. My calling is unfolding. My destiny is unstoppable. The God who began a good work in me is faithful to complete it. Nothing that has been promised to me will fail to arrive. Every word that was spoken over my life by the right voices will come to pass. Every word that was spoken over me by the wrong voices will fall to the ground and dry up like dust. I am free of every assignment of fear. I am free of every contract of lack. I am free of every chain of generational poverty. I am free of every word curse that was ever spoken over me. I am free, free, free. And in that freedom, my prosperity flows without obstruction. Stay with those words. Let them settle. Some of you felt something shift on a specific sentence. Some of you felt a tear come on a specific phrase. Trust those moments. The Spirit highlights what is most personal to you. Whatever sentence brought a wave of emotion, return to it silently in your heart. That is the sentence that was written specifically for the season you are entering. Repeat it. Hold it. Treasure it. It is yours. Now, I want you to breathe deeply once more, and let me show you something else that few teachers reveal. There is a difference between asking for prosperity and welcoming prosperity. Most people ask. Few people welcome. Asking is a request from a distance, with the unspoken assumption that the thing being asked for is not yet here. Welcoming is a posture of recognition, with the unspoken understanding that what you are receiving is already on its way. The asker stands at the door. The welcomer opens the door and turns on the light. Napoleon Hill discovered that the wealthy did not spend their time asking for wealth. They spent their time welcoming the next phase of their wealth. They had already made room internally for what they desired externally. And the internal room is what determines whether the external thing can arrive. So tonight you are not asking. You are welcoming. You are not begging for prosperity to come. You are opening the door and turning on the light. You are saying, "Come in. There is a place set for you here. There is room for you in my heart. There is room for you in my home. There is room for you in my schedule. There is room for you in my conversations. There is room for you in my plans. I am not afraid of you. I am not intimidated by you. I am not unworthy of you. I am ready for you. The seat at the table has been set. The lamp has been lit. The bed has been turned down. Welcome." That is the posture that pulls prosperity into a life. And that posture is built in the night, in the silent rehearsal of the welcoming spirit, until the welcoming becomes second nature. Most people are still asking with the door half closed. You are no longer one of them. From tonight, you are a welcomer. The book of Isaiah contains a promise that I want to whisper over you now. It says, "Before they call, I will answer, and while they are still speaking, I will hear." Before. While. The God of the universe is so willing to bless his children that he responds before they finish their request. The answer is already moving before the prayer is fully formed. This is the kind of God you are dealing with. He is not slow. He is not stingy. He is not waiting for you to suffer enough before he releases his goodness. He is generous, immediate, and overflowing. The delays you have experienced were never his delays. They were the delays of timing, of alignment, of preparation, of the readiness of your own heart to receive what he always intended to give. And tonight, the readiness is being completed. Some of you have been carrying a quiet question for years. The question is, was I forgotten? Hear me clearly, you were not forgotten. You were watched. You were tended. You were prayed for by saints who did not even know your name. You were guarded by angels you cannot see. You were carried through seasons where you thought you were walking alone. And every tear you cried was caught by the one who collects his children's tears in a bottle. Not one of them was wasted. Every tear was a seed, and tonight those seeds are being watered with promise. The harvest of your tears is coming, and the harvest will be greater than the cost. Napoleon Hill said that strong, deeply rooted desires, when planted in the subconscious mind through faith and persistence, become reality with the certainty of physical laws. The certainty of physical laws. Just as the apple falls when it is released from the branch, the desired reality manifests when it is planted with faith and persistence in the right soil. There is nothing mystical about it. There is nothing accidental about it. It is the working out of a law that has been in operation since the beginning of time. The reason most people do not experience this law is not because the law is broken. It is because they do not plant in the right soil. They plant in the soil of doubt. They plant in the soil of fear. They plant in the soil of impatience, and the soil determines the harvest, not the seed alone. Tonight you are planting in the right soil, the soil of consecrated sleep, the soil of trust, the soil of welcome, the soil of surrender, and the harvest will be inevitable. I want to remind you gently that you are still here, still breathing, still listening, even if your eyes are closed, still receiving, even if your conscious mind has begun to drift. That is a good sign. The drifting is part of the gift. You do not have to track every word. The part of you that needs every word is hearing every word. The conscious mind can rest. The deeper part of you is fully attentive, fully present, fully recording. So let the drifting happen. Let the surrender deepen. The work is being done. Now I want to plant something else inside of you. I want to plant the image of yourself as a person who is already prosperous, not in the future, now. The way you walk into a room, the way you speak to people, the way you receive a compliment, the way you give without fear, the way you make decisions without panic, the way you sleep without anxiety, the way you wake without dread. These are the marks of an inwardly prosperous person, and the inward always precedes the outward. Most people wait until the bank account changes to act prosperous. The wealthy in spirit reverse the order. They act, think, feel, and sleep prosperous first. and the outer reality bends to match the inner one. So tonight, in your mind, see yourself as that person. Confident, not arrogant. Generous, not depleted. Calm, not frantic. Grateful, not desperate. Walking through your days with the quiet certainty of someone who knows that they are taken care of, that their needs are met, that their future is held. This is the inner identity that attracts the outer prosperity. And this identity is being installed in you tonight, while you rest, while you breathe, while you receive. If you have made it this far in the message, your spirit knows that something genuine is happening. Take just a moment before you drift further to leave a single word in the comments. The word is Amen. Just Amen. That word is not for me. It is the seal you are placing on this night. It is the agreement of your spirit with what is being released over your life. Every time you say Amen, you are saying, so be it, let it be done, I receive. And the universe responds to those who agree. The kingdom advances through agreement. So agree with what heaven has spoken over you tonight. Type the word. Whisper it under your breath. Let it become the punctuation mark on this hour of grace. And if you have not yet hit that small button to follow this channel, hit it now. Not because the number matters to me, but because there is a subtle spiritual principle at work when you commit to staying connected to a stream of truth that is feeding your spirit. The mind grows in the direction of what it is consistently exposed to. By staying close to this kind of teaching, you are protecting your soil from being trampled by lesser voices. You are not just supporting a channel, you are stewarding your own inner garden. So make the simple choice. Tap the button. Stay close. The next message will find you in the right hour, and the next seed will be planted at the right depth. The journey of consecrated nights is just beginning, and you do not want to walk it alone. I want you now to feel something very specific. There is a weight that you have been carrying, without ever giving it permission to sit on your shoulders. It is not a weight that began with you. It came from somewhere further back. It came from your parents, who carried it from their parents, who carried it from theirs. It is the weight of generational lack. It is the unspoken belief, passed silently from generation to generation, that money is hard to come by, that prosperity is for other families, that you must work yourself into the ground just to keep your head above water, that wealth is dangerous, that abundance is dishonest, that you should never expect too much because life will only disappoint you. None of these words were ever spoken to you directly. They did not need to be. They were inhaled with the atmosphere of your home. They were absorbed in the sighs you heard at the kitchen table. They were planted in your spirit by the worried faces of those who loved you and did not know how to walk in freedom themselves. Tonight, that inheritance is being broken. Not because you are angry at those who gave it to you. They did the best they could with what they had. They were not malicious. They were unaware. They were doing the same thing their parents had done before them. The chain was not their invention. They were simply the most recent link. But the chain stops with you. Tonight, in the silence of your sleep, the chain of generational lack is being cut. You did not need a pastor laying hands on you for this to happen. You did not need a long ceremony. You did not need a ritual with candles and oils. The chain breaks the moment your spirit makes the inner decision that says, it ends with me. Whatever was given to me by those who walked before, I receive only what was good. I release everything else, and what they could not give themselves I will give to those who come after me. Repeat this silently in your heart, gently, without effort. The chain of lack ends with me. The pattern of struggle ends with me. The fear of money ends with me. The shame around abundance ends with me. The unspoken contract of just enough ends with me. I am the redeemer of my lineage. I am the turning point of my family line. From me forward, prosperity flows. From me forward, peace flows. From me forward, faith flows. I am the new beginning. There is a story in the book of Joshua, after Israel had wandered in the desert for 40 years, when the new generation was finally about to enter the land of promise. God told Joshua that the reproach of Egypt would be rolled away from them. 40 years they had carried the residue of slavery in their spirits, even though their bodies had been free for decades. And it took one moment of consecration for the reproach to be lifted. One moment, the wandering was over. The new chapter could begin. Tonight, the reproach is being rolled away from you. The years of wandering have done their work. The lessons have been learned. the character has been formed, and now the land of promise is opening before you. You will not have to fight for it the way you fought to survive. You will walk into it. You will discover that what took your ancestors generations to glimpse, you will inhabit. Napoleon Hill wrote that poverty consciousness and prosperity consciousness are two distinct states of mind, and a man cannot live in both at the same time. He must choose. And the choice he makes determines everything. Most people inherit poverty consciousness without realizing it, and they spend their entire lives wondering why they cannot break through, even when they work hard, even when they are intelligent, even when they have good intentions. The reason is that their inner consciousness is still loyal to the old script. They are working from prosperity behavior, but they are sleeping in poverty mindset. And the night always wins. The night always overrides the day. Whatever you sleep in is what you wake into, but tonight you are sleeping in prosperity. Tonight your inner consciousness is being shifted at the deepest layer, and tomorrow when you wake, the small voice inside of you that used to whisper words of fear will be quieter. The reflexive doubt that used to rise when an opportunity appeared will be softer. The hesitation that used to slow you down when it was time to receive will be gone. You may not even notice the difference at first. You will only notice that things feel different, that you are not as afraid as you used to be, that your shoulders are not as tight as they used to be, that when you check your accounts, you do so with curiosity instead of dread. These small shifts are the first cracks in the dam. And once the dam begins to crack, the flood is on its way. Now breathe with me again. A long, slow breath in. A long, slow breath out. And on the next breath, let me whisper Psalm 23 over you, not as a recitation, but as a covering. The Lord is your shepherd. You shall not want. Stop there for a moment. You shall not want. That sentence alone is a complete promise. To want, in the language of the Psalms, is to lack. And the shepherd of your soul has made an agreement with you that lack is not the inheritance of his sheep. You may have walked through seasons of lack, but lack was never your destination. The shepherd was leading you out of it the entire time, and tonight you are entering green pastures and still waters. You are being led, not driven. You are being restored, not depleted. Your cup is being filled, not drained, and the cup is not just filled to the brim. The psalm says it runneth over. Overflow is the design. Overflow is the inheritance. Overflow is the standard of those who walk with the shepherd. Goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Goodness and mercy. Not just sometimes, all the days. Some of you have been so accustomed to expecting bad news that good news startles you. You hear yourself say, "When is the other shoe going to drop?" You hear yourself wait for the storm even when the sun is shining. Tonight that pattern is being healed. Tonight your nervous system is learning, perhaps for the first time, that goodness is allowed to stay, that mercy is allowed to remain, that the next chapter does not have to end with disaster, just because previous chapters did. The shepherd is rewriting the script. Goodness and mercy are not visitors anymore, they are residents. Napoleon Hill said that the man who expects only the best, who refuses to entertain any thought of failure, magnetizes outcomes that match his expectation. Expectation is a magnetic force, and whatever you fall asleep expecting becomes the gravitational center of your morning. Most people fall asleep expecting more of the same. You are falling asleep expecting more of the new. The shepherd is leading. The pastures are green. The waters are still. The cup is overflowing. The goodness is following. The dwelling place of the Lord is your home forever. This is your new expectation. Let it settle. Now I want to take you into the deep covering of Psalm 91. This is one of the most powerful pieces of scripture ever written, and it has been quietly protecting those who walk close to it for thousands of years. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The secret place, dwelling, abiding. Notice the verbs. They are not the verbs of a quick visitor. They are the verbs of a long-term resident. The secret place is not somewhere you run to in emergencies. The secret place is where you live. And tonight, you are moving in. Tonight, you are unpacking your spiritual belongings in the secret place of the Most High. From now on, this is where you sleep. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him I will trust. Refuge, fortress, trust. Repeat those three words silently. Refuge, fortress, trust. You have spent so many years trusting in things that could not protect you. You have trusted in your own strength and watched it run out. You have trusted in other people and watched them fail you. You have trusted in money that came and went. You have trusted in plans that did not unfold the way you hoped. And in the wreckage of all that misplaced trust, you have arrived at this night where you are finally learning to trust in the only one who never fails. He is your refuge, he is your fortress, and you are inside the walls tonight. Nothing can reach you here that he has not allowed for your good. Nothing. Surely he shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. The snare of the fowler is the trap of the deceiver. The perilous pestilence is the spreading sickness, whether of body or of soul. Tonight, you are delivered from every trap that has been set for your destruction. The traps that were laid for you in the realm of finances are being uncovered. The traps that were laid for you in the realm of relationships are being uncovered. The traps that were laid for you in your own thinking are being uncovered. What was meant to harm you is being exposed. What was meant to consume you is being neutralized, and you walk free. He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you shall take refuge. Feel that imagery. You are covered. You are not exposed. The same God who clothed the lilies of the field and feeds the birds of the air has spread his wings over your sleep tonight. The cold cannot reach you here. The accuser cannot reach you here. The voice of intimidation cannot reach you here. You are tucked under feathers. You are held in a place no enemy can penetrate. Sleep deeply. The wings are over you. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, not the terror by night. Read that again. The psalmist did not pretend that terrors do not exist. He simply declared that the dweller in the secret place is not afraid of them. Fear is the entryway through which most thieves enter. Close the door of fear, and most thieves cannot reach you. Tonight, the door of fear is being closed in your life. From this night forward, the terror by night has no jurisdiction over you. The arrow by day cannot find its target. The pestilence that walks in darkness cannot infect you. The destruction that lays waste at noonday cannot harm you. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look, and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, neither shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. Angels, plural, assigned to you, watching over your sleep, watching over your children, watching over your home, watching over your finances, watching over your travels, watching over your tomorrow. You did not see them, but they were always there. And tonight you become more aware of their presence than ever before. Sleep in their company. They are with you, they are watching, they are sent on your behalf. They shall bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra. The young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. There is a transition in the psalm that I want you to notice. At the beginning, you were being protected. By the end, you are doing the trampling. The same person who needed to be tucked under wings has become the one who tramples lions and serpents. This is the transformation that happens when you dwell in the secret place. You stop being prey. You become victorious. The same circumstances that used to dominate you now bow under your feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Read those promises slowly. Deliverance, elevation, answered prayer, honor, long life, satisfaction, salvation. These are not metaphors. These are personal promises spoken over the one who dwells. And the dwelling is what you are doing tonight. You are moving in for good. You are signing the lease on the secret place, and the lease is forever. Now let Isaiah 60 wash over you. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. Arise. shine. The command is to rise into your true identity. The light has come. The glory is risen, not coming, not maybe. Risen. Past tense. It has already happened. You are simply waking up to what was already true. For behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and deep darkness the people, but the Lord will arise over you, and his glory will be seen upon you. The world may grow darker around you, but you will grow brighter. The people may sink deeper into confusion, but the glory of the Lord will be visible on your countenance, in your speech, in your decisions, in your peace. People will look at you and not be able to explain why you carry such light when the times are so dark. And in their not understanding, they will be drawn to ask, and you will be a witness without needing to preach. The Gentiles shall come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising. Lift up your eyes all around and see. They all gather together. They come to you. Your sons shall come from afar, and your daughters shall be nursed at your side. Then you shall see and become radiant, and your heart shall swell with joy, because the abundance of the sea shall be turned to you. The wealth of the Gentiles shall come to you. The abundance of the sea. Imagine an ocean turning its current toward you. The wealth of nations rerouting in your direction. This is the promise spoken over those who have arisen and shone. This is not poetic exaggeration. This is the language of overflow. And it is being declared over your future tonight. Whereas you were forsaken and hated so that no one went through you, I will make you an eternal excellence, a joy of many generations. You shall drink the milk of the Gentiles and milk the breast of kings. You shall know that I, the Lord, am your Savior and your Redeemer, the Mighty One of Jacob. Instead of bronze I will bring gold. Instead of iron I will bring silver. Instead of wood, bronze. And instead of stones, iron. I will make your officers peace and your magistrates righteousness. Violence shall no longer be heard in your land, neither wasting nor destruction within your borders, but you shall call your walls salvation and your gates praise. Instead of bronze, gold. Instead of iron, silver. The upgrade is built into the promise. Whatever was given to you in metal will be replaced with something higher. Whatever was bronze in your life is becoming gold. Whatever was iron is becoming silver. Whatever was wood is becoming bronze. Whatever was stone is becoming iron. Everything is being upgraded. Everything is being elevated. Even the things that seemed lost are being replaced with something greater. The sun shall no longer be your light by day, nor for brightness shall the moon give light to you, but the Lord will be to you an everlasting light, and your God your glory. Your sun shall no longer go down, nor shall your moon withdraw itself, for the Lord will be your everlasting light, and the days of your mourning shall be ended. Your mourning is ending. The days of weeping have a limit. The seasons of sorrow have an expiration date, and the Lord himself becomes your everlasting light. There is no more setting. There is no more withdrawing. From this point forward, the light over your life does not go down. Your people also shall all be righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. A little one shall become 1,000, a small one a strong nation. What looks small in your life right now is being multiplied while you sleep. The small idea you have not acted on yet. The small relationship that does not yet seem significant. The small skill you have been quietly developing. The small dollar amount in your account. The small step you took yesterday that felt insignificant. All of it is being multiplied. The little becomes 1,000. The small becomes a strong nation, and the Lord hastens it in its time. He hastens it. Acceleration is being released over your life. The seasons of slow growth are being followed by seasons of sudden multiplication. Get ready. Napoleon Hill said that there is no such thing as a closed door. There are only doors that have not yet been recognized. And the moment you align with the right inner state, doors that you walked past your entire life become visible. Doors that were always there. Doors that were waiting for the right version of you to walk through. Tonight, the inner alignment is being completed. And tomorrow, you will start to notice doors you never noticed before. Some of them will be small. A new acquaintance. a book that catches your eye, an invitation to a small gathering. Pay attention to these small doors. Many of the greatest fortunes in history began with a small door that someone chose to walk through when others walked past. You are about to be one of the ones who notices and walks through. Now I want to pray a prayer of activation over you. Not a long one, a simple one. Receive it in your spirit. Let it sit in the deepest place inside of you. There is no need to repeat. Just allow. Father, the one who never slumbers nor sleeps, I lift up the one who is listening tonight. You know their name. You know their story. You know every fear they carry, every wound they have hidden, every prayer they have whispered when no one was listening. I ask you now, by the power of your Spirit, to seal what has been planted in their heart in this hour. Let every word that came from heaven take root. Let every word that did not come from heaven fall to the ground and pass away. Anoint their sleep. Send your angels to surround their bed. Cover them with your feathers. Speak to them in their dreams. Open doors in the realms they cannot see, and align circumstances in the realms they will see. Break every chain of generational lack. Break every assignment of fear over their mind. Loose them from every contract of poverty that was signed in ignorance. Cancel every word curse that was ever spoken against their destiny. Restore the years that have been stolen. Multiply the small seeds. Hasten the timing. And let them wake tomorrow knowing in the deep place of their soul that they are loved, they are chosen, they are prospering, and they are walking into the season they have been waiting for. In the powerful name of Jesus, amen. Receive that prayer. Let it settle. There is no need to do anything with it. It has already done its work the moment it was spoken. And you said amen in your spirit, whether you said it out loud or not. Your spirit always knows when to agree. Now, in this place of openness, I want to remind you of something Napoleon Hill placed at the very center of his philosophy. He said that the dominant mental attitude of a person is the magnet that determines what comes into their life. The dominant attitude, not the occasional thought, not the brief moment of faith on Sunday morning. The dominant attitude, the atmosphere that lives inside of you most of the time, the flavor of your inner conversation when no one is watching. That is the magnet. That is the antenna. That is the broadcasting tower. And from tonight onward, your dominant attitude is being recalibrated. The default setting is changing. The natural inner climate of your being is shifting from survival to abundance, from fear to faith, from striving to receiving. This change does not happen by trying harder. It happens by sleeping deeper in the right alignment, night after night, until the new attitude becomes effortless, until the old attitude requires more energy to maintain than the new one, until your soul forgets how to live in the old climate. And that day is coming, not in years, in weeks, some of you, in days. The brain that is exposed to truth consistently while in its most receptive state begins to literally reorganize itself. The connections of fear weaken, the connections of faith strengthen, and what once required discipline begins to flow as nature. So if you have been hard on yourself for not believing enough, if you have been criticizing yourself for not being able to maintain a positive mindset, hear me gently. The reason you could not maintain it during the day is that you were not being fed it at night. The night undid the day. Now the night will reinforce the day, and the alignment will become inevitable. You will not have to fight to believe. Belief will become your resting state. You will not have to manufacture faith. Faith will rise in you the way breath rises in your chest. Speaking of breath, take another long, slow one with me. In through the nose, soft hold. Out through the mouth. Let the body soften another notch. Let the eyes close a little heavier if they want. Let the words of this hour continue to settle. There is no urgency. There is no agenda. There is only the slow, gentle work of grace inside the soul that has surrendered to it. Some of you are walking through specific situations right now that feel impossible. You are not sure how the next bill will be paid. You are not sure how the broken relationship will be healed. You are not sure how the health challenge will be resolved. You are not sure how the closed door will be opened. I want to speak directly to that part of you. Stop trying to figure out the how. The how is not your assignment. Your assignment is the alignment. The how belongs to a mind that is older than time, more intelligent than every computer ever built, and infinitely creative in its solutions. When you give him the alignment, he delivers the how. Not on your timeline, on his, which is always perfect, even when it does not feel perfect. And almost always, the how arrives in a form you would never have predicted. That is one of the signatures of his provision. The provision arrives in a way that proves it could only have come from him. The widow at Zarephath had only a handful of flour and a little oil left in the jar when Elijah came to her door. She had already accepted that she and her son would eat their final meal and die. But the prophet told her to bake him a small cake first, and then to bake for herself and her son, because the Lord had said the flour would not run out and the oil would not be empty until rain came again on the earth. And every single day, when she went to that jar, the flour was there. Every single day when she went to that jug, the oil was there. The miracle did not arrive as a one-time delivery of a year of supplies. The miracle arrived as a daily replenishment. And many of your miracles will look like that. Not a sudden lump sum, but a daily faithful refilling of what was about to run out. Day after day, until the season changes, until the rain returns, until the new chapter opens. Tonight, your jar and your jug are being touched. The flour will not run out. The oil will not be empty. The supply will be sufficient for the season, and the season is being shortened. The rain is on its way. Hold on. Sleep tonight in the knowledge that the one who fed the widow has not forgotten you. He is fully aware of where you are, what you need, and when you need it. And he has never been late, not once, in the entire history of the universe. Napoleon Hill wrote that infinite intelligence does not respond to fear, it responds to faith, and faith is built in the silence, in the night, in the repeated rehearsal of trust, until trust becomes the resting place of the soul. Tonight, you are rehearsing trust. You are rehearsing release. You are rehearsing reception. And the rehearsal is changing you. The day is coming sooner than you think, when you will look back at this night and recognize it as a turning point. You will not remember every word. You may not remember any words, but you will remember the feeling, the deep feeling that something began to shift here, the deep feeling that you said yes to something you had been resisting, the deep feeling that the door inside of you finally cracked open. Stay in this softness. We are not finished. There is still more to be planted, still more to be sealed, still more to be released over you. But you do not have to stay alert for any of it. The drifting is part of the gift. Let go a little more, let the eyes get heavier, let the body sink deeper, let the breath grow longer. You are in good hands. You are in the safest place you have ever been. You are home inside of yourself, inside of God, inside of a moment that no one can take from you. Tonight is yours, and by morning, the harvest will already have begun its quiet motion in the unseen. Now we are entering the deepest part of the night, the part where most teachers stop speaking because they think the listener has already fallen asleep. But the wisest teachers know that this is exactly when the most important seeds must be planted. The conscious mind has finally let go of its grip. The analytical filter has fully relaxed. The arguments and the doubts have walked out of the room, and what remains is the silent, faithful, ever-listening part of you, ready to receive without resistance. So whether you are awake, half awake, or fully drifting, do not worry. The part of you that needs to hear is hearing perfectly. I want you to imagine gently that you are standing in a vast open field at the very first light of dawn. The grass is soft beneath your feet. The air is cool but not cold. The horizon is just beginning to turn the color of honey and rose. In the distance you see a tree. It is the largest tree you have ever seen. Its branches stretch wide. Its leaves are full and green. Its trunk is thick and unmovable. As you walk toward it, you notice that this tree is unlike any tree you have ever seen because it bears every kind of fruit at the same time. There is fruit on every branch, the fruit of peace, the fruit of provision, the fruit of wisdom, the fruit of joy, the fruit of restored relationships, the fruit of a healed body, the fruit of opened doors, the fruit of unexpected favor, the fruit of a quiet mind, the fruit of long-delayed dreams finally ripening. Every fruit you have ever needed is growing on this tree. The Bible says that the righteous shall be like a tree planted by streams of water. that brings forth its fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither, and whatever it does shall prosper. This tree, the one you are walking toward in the field of your imagination, is your life. It is the life that has been waiting for you. The fruit is already there. The roots are already deep. The water beneath the soil has already been flowing. The only thing that has been missing is your willingness to walk forward and reach up and receive what was already grown for you. And tonight, you walk forward. Tonight, you reach up. Tonight, you accept that the fruit is yours. Pick the fruit that you need most. You know which one it is. The one that brings a small ache to your chest just thinking about it. Take it down from the branch. Hold it. Feel its weight. Notice that it is real. Notice that it is ripe. Notice that it was grown for you, with your name on it in the heart of God before the world began. Now bring it to your mouth. Taste it. Let the sweetness of receiving wash through you. The taste is not metaphor. The taste is a deep memory being written into your soul. The taste is a promise becoming real, and the moment you taste it inwardly, the manifestation of it outwardly begins to move toward you. Napoleon Hill said that the only difference between dreams and reality is the bridge of feeling. The dream becomes real the moment you feel the truth of it before the eyes can see it. The feeling is the bridge. The feeling is the key. The feeling is the activation. And in this moment, the feeling is being given to you as a gift. You did not have to manufacture it. It arrived on its own, the way a sunrise arrives on its own, the way breath arrives on its own, the way grace arrives on its own. You simply opened your hands. Now I want to give you a long, slow river of declarations. Do not try to follow each one. Just let them flow over you like warm water. The repetition is part of the medicine. The subconscious mind responds to gentle repetition the way fertile soil responds to gentle rain. Some sentences will repeat. That is intentional. Each repetition deepens the imprint. So just breathe and let the river flow. I am prospering. I am prospering. I am prospering. I am loved. I am chosen. I am favored. I am held. I am led. I am provided for. I am sealed. I am safe. I am rising. I am opening. I am receiving. I am multiplying. I am healing. I am awakening. I am remembering who I have always been. The hand of God is on my life. The eyes of God are on my path. The favor of God is on my work. The peace of God is on my mind. The love of God is on my heart. The wisdom of God is on my decisions. The provision of God is on my finances. The grace of God is on my mornings. The mercy of God is on my evenings. The presence of God is on my sleep. Money flows to me from expected and unexpected places. Money flows to me through known and unknown channels. Money flows to me with ease, with grace, with peace, with timing. I do not chase money. Money is drawn to my frequency. I do not strive for opportunities. Opportunities are drawn to my preparation. I do not beg for favor. Favor is the natural response of the universe to a soul aligned with its design. I am aligned. I am aligned. I am aligned. Every door that belongs to me is opening. Every relationship that belongs to me is being arranged. Every idea that belongs to me is being downloaded. Every resource that belongs to me is being released. Every person who is meant to bless me is being moved toward me. Every person who is meant to be blessed by me is being moved toward me. The right people are finding me. The right invitations are reaching me. The right conversations are arriving. The right yes is coming. The right no is also coming, because the right no protects me from the wrong yes. I trust the entire orchestration. I am free from the fear of lack. I am free from the fear of loss. I am free from the fear of failure. I am free from the fear of being seen. I am free from the fear of being too much. I am free from the fear of being too little. I am free from the comparison that has stolen my joy. I am free from the bitterness that has clouded my eyes. I am free from the resentment that has weighed down my heart. I am free, free, free. And in that freedom, my prosperity flows like a river that has finally been unblocked. I forgive everyone who hurt me, not because they deserve it, but because I deserve to be free. I release every person who failed me into the hands of God. I release every conversation that wounded me into the hands of God. I release every relationship that betrayed me into the hands of God. I let go of every weight that does not belong to me. I let go of every story that does not serve me. I let go of every identity that was given to me by the wounds of others. I am being made new, I am being made new, I am being made new. My body is restoring itself while I sleep. Every cell is regenerating, every system is balancing. Every imbalance is correcting. Every weariness is being lifted. Every tension is being released. My heart is calming. My nervous system is settling. My mind is quieting. My breath is deepening. I am healing in places I did not know needed healing. I am repairing in places I had stopped trying to repair. I am being made whole. My future is bright. My tomorrow is held. My next decade is being written by the hand of the one who knows the end from the beginning. My family is covered. My children are covered. The generations that follow me are covered. The blessings that I receive will not stop with me. They will overflow into the lives of those I love and into the lives of those I do not even know yet. I am a conduit. I am a vessel. I am an open channel of heaven on earth. I sleep in peace. I sleep in fullness. I sleep in trust. I sleep in expectation. I sleep in surrender. I sleep in alignment. I sleep in the secret place of the Most High. I sleep under the shadow of the Almighty. I sleep with His angels around me. I sleep with His feathers over me. I sleep with His name on my lips. I sleep with His promises in my heart. I sleep with my entire being held in the gentle hands of the one who has loved me from before I was born. Let those words rest on you. There is nothing more to do with them. They have already done what they came to do. They have entered the soil. They have begun to root. They have begun to grow. And by the time you wake, they will already be doing their quiet work in the unseen. Now I want to speak something gentle over your dreams tonight. The Bible says that God speaks to His children in dreams and visions of the night. He has not stopped speaking. Many people simply stopped expecting Him to speak. Tonight, the expectation is being restored. So, I bless your dreams. I bless every vision that may come tonight. I ask that the dreams that come from heaven be remembered, and the dreams that come from anywhere else be released without taking root. May you receive instructions in your dreams. May you receive comfort in your dreams. May you receive visions of the path ahead in your dreams. May you receive warnings in your dreams about doors you should not walk through. May you receive confirmations in your dreams about doors you should. May you wake tomorrow with a sense of inner knowing that you did not have when you lay down tonight. The downloads of heaven are coming. The instructions are coming. The peace that surpasses understanding is coming. Sleep and receive. Joseph received his future in a dream. Solomon received his wisdom in a dream. Jacob saw the ladder between heaven and earth in a dream. Mary's husband was guided in a dream more than once. The wise men were redirected in a dream. The God who spoke to the patriarchs and the matriarchs in their sleep has not changed His ways. He still speaks. He still leads. He still warns. He still guides. He still comforts. And tonight, the line of communication is open. Napoleon Hill said that the subconscious mind, when properly addressed in the moments before sleep, will work all night to deliver solutions, insights, and creative ideas to the conscious mind upon waking. He observed this in the lives of many of the most successful people of his time. They went to bed with a clear question or desire planted in their mind, and they woke in the morning with the answer. Not always immediately, but over weeks and months, the pattern was undeniable. The night is intelligent. The night is creative. The night is generative. And the one who learns to use it becomes capable of things that the daytime worker can never accomplish. So if there is a question you have been carrying, a decision you have been wrestling with, a problem you have been trying to solve, place it gently into your heart now. Not anxiously, not with effort, just a quiet placement. Lord, here is my question. I trust you with it tonight. And then let it go. The answer is already on its way. It may arrive in your morning thoughts. It may arrive through a conversation tomorrow. It may arrive through something you read. It may arrive as a sudden certainty in the middle of a regular moment, but it will arrive. The night has been put to work on your behalf. Now I want to speak a blessing over your awakening tomorrow. Some teachers focus only on the falling asleep, but the way you wake is just as important as the way you sleep. The first 30 seconds of your morning set the tone for your entire day, and tonight, that tone is being shaped in advance. When your eyes open tomorrow, you will not reach for the phone before you reach for God. When your eyes open tomorrow, you will take one deep breath and silently say thank you before you even sit up. When your eyes open tomorrow, you will feel a small, strange peace that you have not felt in a long time. You may not understand it. You do not need to understand it. You only need to receive it. That peace is the residue of this night. That peace is the proof that something was deposited while you slept. Then you will rise, and as you rise, you will silently declare that this day belongs to the Lord, and you walk into it as His child. You will not negotiate with fear before your feet touch the floor. You will not entertain the voice of dread before you have had your first sip of water. You will not let the news, the notifications, the urgent voices of others write the opening sentence of your day. The opening sentence belongs to you, and tomorrow your opening sentence is one of gratitude. Tomorrow your opening sentence is one of trust. Tomorrow your opening sentence is one of expectation. This is the new way you wake. Throughout tomorrow, you will catch yourself smiling for no apparent reason. You will notice that small irritations no longer take you down the way they used to. You will notice that you have more patience than you used to have. You will notice that an idea drops into your mind in the middle of an ordinary moment. Write it down, even if it seems small. The greatest fortunes have grown from ideas that seemed small the day they arrived. Honor every small instruction that comes to you in the next 7 days. The honoring of small instructions is what trains the universe to give you bigger ones. You will notice that someone reaches out to you whom you have not heard from in a long time. Pay attention. Not every reconnection is significant, but in this season more than a few of them will be. Some doors that you thought were closed forever will quietly reopen. Some relationships you thought were over will surprise you. Some opportunities you stopped praying for because you assumed they had passed you by will circle back. The God who restores does not always restore at the moment we expected, but He restores. And much of what was lost is being prepared for return. Napoleon Hill said that nothing that has been truly desired with faith and persistence is ever truly lost, that the universe operates by laws of return as much as by laws of growth. The seeds you planted years ago, in tears, in prayer, in quiet hope, are still in the soil. They are not dead. They have been waiting for the right season, and the right season is opening for you. So do not be surprised if what you thought was buried begins to push through the surface in unexpected places. The roots have been working all this time. The harvest is on its schedule, not yours, and the schedule is finally aligning. If this message has reached deep into your soul tonight and you have not yet hit the small button to follow this channel, I want you to do so now gently, even with your eyes still half closed, not as a favor to me, as a covenant with yourself. By subscribing, you are quietly declaring to your own spirit that you intend to keep walking this path, that you will not let this be a one-night experience, that you are stewarding the consecrated nights as a regular rhythm of your life. The button is small, the decision is large, and the consequences of small decisions repeated faithfully are always larger than the consequences of large decisions made occasionally. Tap it. Stay close. The next seeds will find you when they need to. And before this message reaches its final breath, leave one last word in the comments. Write the word harvest. Just harvest. That word is the seal you are placing on this entire night. It is the agreement of your spirit with the abundance that has been spoken over you. It is the prophetic declaration that what was planted tonight will not be wasted, but will rise into a full and rich harvest in its proper season. Type it, whisper it, carry it with you. The word will work in you long after the message has ended. Now gently, let me bring this hour to its closing. There is no rush. There is no abruptness. The closing is as important as the opening, and we will descend into the final stillness the way a leaf descends into water softly without resistance. You have been faithful tonight. You stayed, you breathed, you listened, you received. You said yes in your spirit, even when no one could hear the yes but heaven. And that yes is the most important word you have spoken in a very long time. The yes does not have to be repeated to be valid. It was spoken once, in truth, and it is enough. The contracts of the night have been signed. The seeds have been planted. The atmosphere has been set. The angels have been positioned. The dreams are open to receive instruction. The morning is being prepared for your awakening. There is nothing more to do. There is only to rest. Some of you will wake tomorrow, and within a few hours, you will receive a small confirmation that something is shifting. A phone call, a text, a moment of unexpected ease, a door that opens a little wider than you thought it would. Notice it. Smile in your heart. Say thank you silently. Do not announce it on social media. Do not explain it to skeptics. Do not try to repeat the experience by figuring out the formula. Simply receive it and continue the rhythm of consecrated sleep tonight, tomorrow night, and every night that follows. The harvest is multiplied by silence. The harvest is multiplied by consistency. The harvest is multiplied by gratitude expressed in the secret place rather than the public square. Some of you will see larger shifts. Some of you will see them faster than you expected. Some of you will see them slower than you hoped. The timing is not yours to control. The timing is His, and His timing has never been wrong. It has only ever felt wrong from the inside of a season that was not yet finished. From the other side, looking back, every delay will reveal itself to have been a mercy. Trust the timing. Stay faithful to the practice. The fruit will come. Napoleon Hill wrote a sentence that I want to leave with you before we close. He said that whatever a man can hold in his mind with faith and feeling for long enough must eventually pass into form. Must, not might. Must. It is the law. It is the law of seed time and harvest. It is the law that holds the planets in orbit, that turns the seasons, that grows the wheat from the buried grain. It is the same law that operates in the realm of the soul. And the law is on your side tonight. The law has never been against you. The law has only been waiting for you to align with it. And tonight, you have aligned. Hear me one more time. In this last quiet stretch, you are loved. You are loved with a love that does not depend on your performance. You are loved with a love that does not run out when you fail. You are loved with a love that does not grow tired when you doubt. You are loved with a love that is older than the stars and stronger than every storm you have ever weathered. That love is the soil under all your seeds. That love is the water in your stream. That love is the light over your tree. Without that love, no amount of technique would work. With that love, the simplest practice becomes a miracle. And tonight you are wrapped in that love even as you drift, even as you forget my voice, even as the words become a distant rhythm. The love remains. The love always remains. The psalm says that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Whatever weeping you have carried, whether of grief, of frustration, of long delay, is being honored tonight. The tears were not wasted. The waiting was not in vain. The valleys were not punishment. They were preparation. And the joy is on its way. The morning is approaching. The joy of the Lord is becoming your strength, and the strength is being placed in you while you sleep, so that when you rise with it already in your bones. Breathe one more time. A long, slow breath in, a long, slow breath out. Let your body sink one more notch into the surface that is holding you. Let your face soften. Let your eyes rest. Let your thoughts drift wherever they want to drift. There is no longer any need to track my words. The work is finished. The night is yours. The morning is held. The harvest is sealed. Before the final silence, hear these last declarations as a soft blessing falling on your sleep. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make His face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. May your sleep be sweet. May your dreams be holy. May your morning be bright. May your tomorrow be the first day of a new chapter. May the seeds planted tonight rise into a harvest greater than anything you have asked for or imagined. May the favor that has been delayed find you quickly. May the doors that have been locked open wide. May the resources that have been scattered gather into your hand. May the wisdom that has been hidden be revealed to you. May the love that has been waiting find you ready to receive it. May the prosperity that has been spoken over your life manifest in form, in time, in season, in joy. You are blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. And you are not alone. You have never been alone. You will never be alone. The God who is closer than your own breath is with you in this moment, and He will be with you when you wake, and He will be with you all the days of your life. Sleep deeply now. Sleep peacefully now. Sleep abundantly now. Tomorrow begins a new season. The seed has been planted. The night has done its work. The harvest is coming. Amen. If this message has moved you tonight, do one small thing before sleep takes you fully. Tap the button to like this video. Tap the button to follow this channel. Leave the word harvest in the comments or simply write what you are believing for in this season. Your single act of agreement strengthens the seed in your own soul, and it also brings this message to someone else who needs it tonight. Someone who has been praying for help and does not know that this video is the answer being sent to them. By engaging, you become part of a quiet movement of consecrated sleepers across the world, a movement of people who are reclaiming the night as a holy hour, reclaiming their minds as fertile soil, and reclaiming their futures as the gardens of heaven on earth. Now close your eyes if they are not already closed. Take one more soft, easy breath, and let go. Let go completely. The work is done. The blessing is upon you. The harvest is yours. Sleep well, beloved. Sleep deeply. Sleep with the certainty that the one who loves you is awake on your behalf. Good night, and welcome to your new beginning.